I was gonna go live to do this, but as I started shuffling, the cards just kind of flew out. I'm just gonna go with it. I think, okay, I'm reading for Leo. So this is, this is a very random specific for a Leo with either Scorpio, an Aries in their chart, or they're far from a home and they're missing their family. Maybe their father passed away, their grandfather passed away, and they're unable to attend the funeral, maybe because they're so far from home. If that's not it, it's very talented, gifted Leo with Aries and Scorpio in their chart. Very much in their power, very much a divine masculine. Should I call it that? Yeah. Leo, divine masculine. You feel like you might not be feeling that, but you are divine masculine. It's just not, like on a good day, you're shining. It's obvious. You're everything. But when you're feeling low, when you're feeling out of place, like a little fish in a big pond, you're feeling unable to move forward or to make decisions. I'm just gonna say that I'm getting like a Silver Lake kid or someone that lives in Los Angeles. Little fish, big pond, little fish. Even if where you come from is like a bigger city than Los Angeles, you still feel like a little fish in a big pond. Even if you're a bit older and you're not like a spring chicken anymore, maybe you've even been there a while, or you tour the world and you just happen to be in LA right now. You're like surrounded by really bad examples of what the divine masculine is, and you're surrounded by really bad examples of what the divine feminine is too, from what I can see here. And there was a relationship that's, I don't know, it just brought you a lot of pain and suffering, or you got excited about a new relationship and it turns out that it just caused you pain and sorrow. I feel pain and sorrow as far as love goes. So you're feeling melancholy about that. You're feeling like what a man is supposed to be. Like you don't fit that. And you're not seeing a lot of people like you around you, which would be to me divine masculine, where you you've mastered your mind, your energy, your manifestation, how you make money, how you spend it. Your love, I don't think there's... You're wondering what to do this week. I'm going to cut to the chase. You're like, okay, I know I need to get away, or I know I need to do something, and you're trying to create, and it's not working. You might be feeling a creative block. Hold on, let me pull one more card before I say what I'm going to say here. Because you're the sun. You're in a good place. You're like an ascended master, and you're creative, kind of like a mad genius, sort of. You can build something out of nothing, or you're very inspirational, you're a leader, you're smart, you're talented, you're clairvoyant, from what I can tell, you're gifted, you're compassionate. Maybe that's it. In LA you see a lot of everything but compassion. Or if it's not LA, it's metaphorical for wherever you are, where you feel out of place. Like, no. Like, love isn't real. Real women don't exist. But it's not, intuitively that there are other divine masculine out there. It just might not be in your neighborhood that you can, like, talk to. Do you have a car? Because I got choked up a little bit. I'm from Whittier originally. If you can get out of, like, if you're thinking, should I go fishing? Should I go, like, maybe you normally go to the beach. It's telling you to go somewhere different. Somewhere peaceful. Somewhere where there's reverence for the divine masculine and the divine feminine, because it's a question of, is love even real? So, and you're like, should I toughen up? Is it me? No, it's not you. You're exactly who you need to be. You're as smart, as sharp, as kind, as smart, as giving, as gifted, as bright as you're supposed to be. And if you're on tour, or you happen to find yourself in Los Angeles, and you can take a day off or a couple hours off. I don't know if you have a car, but there's this place that's one of my favorite places where you could say holds reverence for a true divine masculine, and not that garbage that you see on the internet about a man does this and a man says this and a man treats women like this and they blah blah and this is how much they have in their bank account and this is, if you don't have that's not it. And like I was saying, I'm from down there originally, and a lot of those horrible fake people are not from there, they're from other places. So keep in mind that there are beautiful, kind, creative, loving divine masculine all over. They might just not be the ones in your face making the most noise or getting the most attention or even making the most money. But it's because it says what to do. Fight for it. Fight for your heart. Fight for what is innocent and pure about you. There's something innocent and pure about you. And that's what's magical about you. It's like if you try to harden yourself up or try to match the frequency of, like an LA Woman, like the Doors song or something, that's not what's going to be good for you. It might be very dramatic. Maybe you can write some songs from the gutter as you cry about these women who will never commit to you because all they're worried about is, and that's not who you are. You're like a creative genius or a triple threat dancer, actor, or writer, or comic, or just performer, something. You're magical. You were born that way. You were born to do it. It's almost like you're wondering, should I just go home and say to hell with it all? No. So take a day off, and instead of going to the water, go to the mountains. Okay, there's this place called the Maloof Foundation. Oh, I love it so much. I miss it. The Maloof Foundation. So you would have to drive up to past like Upland and past Rancho. You take the 210 up to the mountains, and I think it's a really good example of a divine masculine that you can kind of go and see and be in. So he was a carpenter. He was an artisan. Like, he was a carpenter artist. I first saw a Maloof chair in the Oakland Art Museum, and I said, what is that? Like, I'm sensitive to everything. And I was just drawn to it. It was so There was so much care and like devotion and compassion. I don't know how to describe it. So when I found myself back in SoCal a couple of years ago, I decided to go to his shop. You know, you can go to his shop. Altaloma? Yeah, I think it's literally Altaloma. So yeah, you take the 210 up like you're going to the mountain past Rancho. But it's the Sam and Alfreda Maloof Foundation. Even if you're not from LA and you happen to be there, let's see if you can get up there. It's the shop that he worked in, and it's the home that he built with his own hands, with his wife, for his kids and his grandkids, and also the foundation he created for generations to come besides just his family, to teach carpentry and artisanship. But the second you walk in, especially if you're a sensitive person and you're surrounded by the glitz and the glam and all of that, you know, the dirt and the broken bottles and the smog and the time wasted and the frustration and the okay, you know, like that Tool song. Or not praying for rain, we're praying for tidal waves there. But no, really, I would say go see the Maloof Foundation, because they do tours of the house. They also have visiting artists who do workshops, but just being there itself, you feel his power as a divine masculine in his care, in his compassion, in his abundance that he built with his own hands. You know, with his wife. You can feel the love in the kitchen. You can feel the craftsmanship and the care. And there's just a compassion there. Like, ew, even for the trees that he used. It's not the kind of divine masculine that often gets attention. But he was a good father. He was a good provider. He was caring in his materials. He was thinking ahead as far as leaving a foundation and a legacy for people that want to love making chairs, you know, like he did, or building homes. So you can go up there and either take a tour or take a class. And if you're sensitive and you're a creator, and you just need to be in a place that honors that, or that shows alignment, and a couple who work together to create a beautiful home and life and legacy for their family and the community, and having each other's back that whole time. I mean, through thick and thin. Through having to literally pick up their house and move it. All sorts, you know. But it will inspire you. And it will remind you that all that glitters not gold, and you are seeing clearly. Maybe not everybody else, but keep your youthful excitement, you know, for the world. Keep that tender-hearted part of yourself that is still kind of a little fish in a big pond. And if you feel misunderstood, that could be with the Page of Cups too. Maybe people write you off as stupid or weak because they see your compassion or because you care. You're not wrong, they're wrong. Okay? So you're not really blocked. You're not really between a rock and a hard place. If you're missing your family, I am sorry. That's a A mourning is something that you can't rush through or pretend it's not happening, trying to work through your feelings creatively and create, produce. Maybe not a great week for that. So if you're feeling kind of creatively blocked, if you're not a Silver Lake kid in Alta Loma, what did I write here? Obsidian, Mexico. Oh, yeah, my obsidian from Mexico, rose quartz from Southern California. We all have a dark and a light side. I don't think your dark side is very dark. But it doesn't mean that you should rush back to your family in your other country or the small town or cut the tour short, because this is saying you need to keep working. Don't get spooked and suddenly pack your stuff and move this week. It's not a great time to do that. It's not a great time to force yourself to create. And it's not really in your best interest to stay in your feelings at home, fort yourself up and stay in your room or stay in your apartment. It's get something cheap to eat before you go. Give yourself 4 hours. Take the 210 up past Rancho and see yourself a beautiful place created by one of my favorite divine masculine. Tell me you don't feel inspired and renewed about creation, love, compassion, abundance, building something from nothing, while abiding by the laws of consent for nature, for relationship, for family, for creation, invention, co-creation with the universe. Do I need to keep going? What not to do. My soul is a dark plowed field in the cold rain. My soul is a broken field plowed by pain. If you're feeling that, I'm sorry. There's a choice to stay in that and try to work through it. But if you stay inside, it won't do you any good. Get out, and if you're not there, wherever you are, there's someone, something like that. All right, there's the song. I'm going to leave it there. Leo, Divine Masculine, you got this. My heart is with you. Better days are coming. Hang in there. Fight for your dream. Don't give up. Love you guys. I'll see you for the next one, okay? Bye-bye.